Hey, what's up, everybody? We got this Chevy in. It's going to be a complete paint job. The guy had the body work done somewhere else. We're going to have to go through it thoroughly, each panel, and block it out and body work some of it. Some of the lines are a little rough. We're going to clean all those up. I'm going to attempt to adjust the door because it got a slight gap at the bottom. Little things just need to be fixed up, like this little piece here on the drip rail. That's your drain here. Yeah, that's a drain. Well, we're gonna do all the inside of the bed also. Take all this paper, paint down in here and re-squirt it all in there, and then we'll probably squirt these two, depending on how bad. We're taking these inserts off right here because I gotta do these rust spots here.
There's shit in here, so go clean.
I'm gonna have to paint all these too, all the inside here, the fender, the firewall, and the fender liners, the fender wall. It's gonna look all cherry though. I'm gonna redo these blacks and just clean it all up. Alright, we got the door off, both doors actually in the hood. We went ahead and sanded it. I found some little area here that looks like it's been repaired that didn't really smooth out the body filler, so I'm going to give that, I'm going to grind it down. There's some Bondo right here too that needs to be cleaned up. Here's another damaged area that they didn't sand out. I'm going to go ahead and sand this too. We gave it a pass with some 220 dry. After this, we're going to wet everything down and use Ajax and a red scuff pad and make sure we get everything clean. You know, we hit pretty much the whole thing with the 220 everywhere we could get into. And like I say, we'll come back with a red scuff pad, and that'll allow us to get in here and get everything all cleaned up. Alright, you can see I scratched it up before, and then I put a little mud. You know, I just put it under a real thick, that way I have enough material to work with while I sand it out. And I made sure I got in there pretty good and just try to build that up and make this square and straight as possible. Anyway, that's why it looks like that. I just pretty put it on. And I had some body damage up here also. And I just grinded this little piece. This is going to be exposed because the bed comes about right here somewhere. You know, so that dead needs to come out. The roof is pretty wavy. I'm going to put a couple of coats of primer on it and to see if we can block it all out. That's where we're at. I mean, there's a few little spots over here too I got to fix still. And go from there. I did the body work right here. Still a couple of low spots I got to put a little Bondo on. It was low in here. Used to have a mirror before, and went ahead and put that, sanded it. Also right here on the door, put another layer of Bondo. So we can get that nice and straight, and try to get these gaps all lined up and straight. You know, that's what I'm working on the other side, trying to get it all straight. Hey, what's up? I'm doing the 6.2 today. I went and cut out a plate to fill in where the handle used to be. I'm going to take it off here in a minute and grind it all off, grind off this edge here, and then put it back on and weld it, you know, spot by spot until it's totally welded. As you can see, this other side, I've already put some Bondo on it. There's a couple of low spots still. That's the first coat of Bondo I put. And I just got to go and put another coat, cover those low spots like I said, block it real nice, make sure it's all even and straight. And then I can put some primer on it. I'm still working on the fender and the door here. I got the door open. That's why the gap looks kind of off, but it's because well, there's no handles on it now, so I just have the door open. So we put the pop doors on it. But that needs to be sanded and smoothed out real nice. I went ahead and put some more Bondo all behind there. I let them just build it up and then clean it up real nice. So it's coming along pretty good. It's the passenger side here, the handle shit. So I'm gonna go do the other side now. Giving you a quick update on the 62, I guess, Chevy pickup. All right, give you a little update on the 62. You can see we found more body damage on the hood. The doors that turned out to be pretty screwed up, so I had to work all that right there. You can see where I shaved the door handles, and found more damage there. Fixed that a little better. You know, still got to sand it a little bit. You can see I just put some more mud on this side. Let's see. This one too, it's the other door that I shaved. Still doing the body work on it. I ended up finding a lot of bad stuff on here, so I give it a light coat of some putty. I'm gonna hit it with 80 grit sandpaper and smooth it out, and then reprimer the whole thing. We're gonna actually reprimer the whole truck. I gotta fix this repair right here too. It's not straight enough, and that's where I'm at. Just going through it, making sure we get every little dent and ding on this thing. Like I said, somebody else did the body work, and we're just kind of fixing all the mess that we found. You know, someone else made. But gotta do it. Hopefully, today's Thursday. Hopefully tomorrow morning, or at least by noontime, we can start getting it ready for primer. It's about 5:30. I'll probably work till about 8 o'clock tonight on this thing, and see how much I can get done. I'm tired of seeing this truck already. I want to see it out of here. We were gonna set up the pop doors, but Alright, there's a 6.2. We ended up primering it twice, blocking it twice, shaved the door handles on it. We're gonna take it into the shop now and get it all washed up. We're gonna have to put some temporary plastic on the glass opening, and get it all washed up. Like I said, clean the jams off real good, and then get it all masked up so we could paint the outside. That's good. What's up, everybody? Giving you an update on the 62. This is the bed we're doing. As you can see, when we got the truck, it was all primered, but this is all the body work that we had to go back and redo. I mean, it was completely wavy, and we had to do all the tops, the sides again. That's just a lot more work that wasn't anticipated, you know, in the beginning. But like I talked to the owner, I told him I was going to go ahead and try it, take care of as much as I can. I'm just giving you an idea of how much blocking and Bondo we had to put back on top and stuff. So what I did, threw some paper down, and we're going to get some primer on it, and see if we could block it out tomorrow. But here's the bed. It's all the body work's done on it finally. I still got to go over to the tailgate and make sure it's pretty straight, but I'll do that as soon as I install the latches, because we're going to put special latches on the on the tops there, instead of using a chain and stuff like like it's supposed to be. We're gonna do something a little different. But there's all the body work that I'm done. This is the driver's side of the bed. I'm gonna go ahead and put a coat of primer back here also in the back of the bed. And there's the other side. You know, just trying to get it done, trying to make it look straight. I'll take another video as soon as I get some primer on it. Hey, what's up, everybody? I got a dirty camera left. Today's Thursday. That's the end of the day. We got this cab all cleaned up and scuff padded. And now that it's kind of wet, you can see how straight the body's going to come out. I mean, try to do it the best we could, you know. Considering somebody else started it and we had to try to get it straight as we can. But not too critical about back here, so there's a couple of dents that we just left, you know, but this piece here needs to be straight because the bed's going to be, you know, going to cover that edge. But there's the shaved doors and stuff. Out here I got the bed. I put the last coat of primer on it, and I put down about 4 good coats. I also put a guide coat. You know, I'll be ready for a good block tomorrow. We're here with the 400, and see if it comes out straighter this time around, because this is going to be actually the 5th time that we blocked it. So many times blocking it, it should come out straighter than shit, you know. We got a lot of imperfections in it, a lot. And then when they're already in a primer coat, you know, you gotta always keep a guide coat down so you can see where your low spots are and your pits and you know, your pinholes and all that stuff. So we got several. You can see that edge there was cleaned up. Cleaned it all up. It was full of Bondo, and it's going to be a nice clean job right there. Orale, what's up, everybody? It's a long day today, Friday, but we got this truck all masked up, as you can see. We got it ready to get squirted. We masked all the jams off and stuff. All the engine compartment, all this needs to be painted here. We got all the booth all cleaned out. Everything masked what it's supposed to be. Got all that under the hood masked off. You know, gonna have a nice clean paint job on this thing. It's about 5:15 or so, Friday evening. I was just gonna call it a day and just, you know, do it probably tomorrow, but what the hell, man? Just went and got me a Red Bull, so I might just stay work late and just get it all painted. I still gotta do the bed on it. We got it all primered up, and we need to block it all out and put the wood strips in it and the metal strips. But you know, that's a whole other project on the other side of the shop there. But I'll probably go ahead and just start squirting this bad boy tonight. We'll be back in a minute. Alright, there's a 6.2. I got it all sealed up. I'm going to go ahead and go back there and make some base for it and start basing it. You see, I left the underneath the hood exposed. We can pick the hood up and down so I can get paint all underneath this edge in the back, all up here. And I'm going to start putting some of the base on it. Just giving you a quick view. Another shot, what it looks like sealed up. Like I said, the back's not too critical, it's going to be covered, so, you know, I'm just mainly concerned about the edges here all the way around. And this right here is just going to have some color there, and the beds are going to be against her, obviously, so it's coming out pretty nice. The next video probably have a good coat of the color on it. I'm going to walk back there now and see how the truck's coming out. Just took a little break, but I already got several coats of base on it. Check it out. Alright, there's a 6 deuce. I'll squirt it up. Got a nice shine on it. I ended up putting 4 coats of clear on this thing. You can see it has very little dirt in it. We're going to color shine and buff it all out. It has an awesome reflection. I mean, you can see actually everything reflect right off this thing. Looking good, man. The roof's all squirted. The whole cab, actually, the whole, like I said, I still got to do the bed, but that's a project for tomorrow. There's the tank. We also squirted that too, the same color of the truck. That way, when he lifts it up, you know, you see it from the back, and it's all painted real nice. But check it out, chingon. It's a nice gloss to it, man. You can see your body in it.
It's just all straight.
Nice.
It could be from the top. Okay, we're thinking it now, Daddy.
Alright, we're doing the wood on this 6.2. So I decided to go ahead and start in this edge here. We're going to do this section here first. Then we can hold all this together. And these bolts right here were really rusted out. So what I ended up doing was using the panel cutter here, you know, to grind a slit in here like a flathead. You know, just grind it in there. That way I could use the vice grips and the screwdriver together to hold it. Alright, hold up, Jimmy. Alright, hey, go for it. There's this. See how it's all rusted out. And we just made the slit in it.
Taking that off and taking it off.
Go ahead and pop the other screws out, eh?
Which ones?
All these other, the square ones.
You read them?
Yeah.
The square ones?
Yeah, and all the screws that we just took off, bro.
Count them out or what?
Alright, Joe. Right here in the bottom?
Yeah, this last one.
Alright, yeah, let's try that one. Alright, as you can see, some of these screws are just too damn old and rusted. They didn't want to come out. So we ended up just using this cutoff wheel here with a wider cutoff, with a wider wheel. And grinded the shit out of the top of them just to knock them through. So we got this almost on its way out right now. We got one more bolt to go. And we could do the measurements right here and the routering, the cutting for that piece of wood, and start doing these two sections right here. This one, and that one right there, and then we'll probably work on that other side, and then lay the center pieces in after the ends are done. So you get an idea and see what it takes to change these, change the wood. We got about all day working on this so far, so you see it's kind of a rough job. I mean, these are so rusted out, you know, you can't really get them out with nothing else, but you gotta cut them out or whatever. Is it turning? Got it. ¿Lo detengo?
Yeah.
Botalo más. Turn a little bit more. Right there, right there. Alright. So we have to hold it with a vice grip and a screwdriver until we slotted out the screws. There's the update on the 6.2 from the bed, the way it's coming out. It's got a few screws on the strips here. It's not secured at all. Just trying to get everything all lined up, and I'm working my way that way. I got all this edge right here buttoned up, you know, around the edges here. These ones are still loose. I'm going to go ahead and start ripping that one apart so I can put that section in and then do the back. And then eventually do that whole side right there, and then I'll just replace the center after it's all lined up. There's one of the pieces right here I just routed out. See, I had to cut it a little bit narrower, and then I made the grooves in it where I needed. Now we're going to go, I got to cut it this way, long ways, where it's supposed to go, and then we're going to stain it and wipe it down. And that's what the process is taking, you know. These are the boards we're replacing here. You see how weathered beat to shit they are. So there it is. It's all put together. The nuts are still loose. We got to get on there and tighten them up later on once I have everything lined up where I want it. As you can see, I still got to drill a few holes right here along the wheel well on both sides. I wanted everything to be nice and tight. That way I don't have to. Now I won't. Hey, what's up? I'm still working on the 6.2. Just giving you guys like a little update of what I had to do. We're gonna put some latches on the tailgate. These old trucks had chains that used to hold the tailgate in place. We're gonna eliminate all that stuff and put, like I say, some pretty spiffy latches on it that, you know, keep it shut. Here's a piece of one. But you can see the way I had to cut it out, and we're still in the process of installing the actual latch and stuff. But I want to show you guys how I need to cover this indention right here and make it flat. So what I ended up doing was cutting a piece of steel, the length of the jamb, you know, and then took it over to the vise there and bended it in order to get this side lip. You can see. And then I marked it right here, and now I'm going to go cut it. That way I can get this angle here. And then I'll just trim these edges off, and that should slide right in there. And then I'll just zap it in, you know. And I'm going to cover these holes too, and make sure that's all lined up. But That's what we're doing right now on the 6.2. You see, we still gotta varnish the bed, but it came out pretty nice. Gotta paint the side of the bed still. Found some more body work, that it had some damage, and I had to get adjusted. That's why I have the come along on the back, in order to pull it in. You see, got it all painted back here. Now when we paint the outside here, we just mask it off and shoot all this, and it has a nice clear coat back here and inside the cab. Here's the repair we had to do when they installed the pop doors. The body work, the welding and stuff I had to get done. All this was worked by by somebody else. With the metal work was done by somebody else, and I came back and did all the body filler work. And we got that the pop door set up in there. Let's see here. There's the other side. I do the body work there, and like the other side, I still got to put some more putty and then drill out another hole right here. But there's a couple of low spots I got to take care of. Still getting the jam situated here. Yeah, I had to weld these plates in right here too. That's going to be part of the the latch setup. Then I'll drill a hole here, so it actually latches onto the side of the bed there. But that's something I just put on that side also. You see that little tip right there. All right, at this point I welded up these holes here where the old chain used to hook. It had a plate in here. I went ahead and cut it off. You can see the contraption that we installed. That's it right there. It has a little slides in and out. I gotta go ahead and see where I want it, and then put the hole on this side. That way, when you close it, well, it'll lock automatically. It'll lock in place. But that's what we were doing when we were cutting all this stuff apart and getting all this the way we want it. I'm gonna have to probably repaint this whole inside the tailgate. It's kind of beat up. It's been just sitting there for a while, since we've been working on everything else. But it's no big deal. There was a chance to take some of the dents out, and that's what we got to do on this side too. You see how I welded up all that stuff there. It's ready for Bondo. I also found a few cracks. There's one right there, and there's actually a crack in each corner, so I went ahead and zapped those too and grinded them down. Go ahead and drill this hole out and see if we can get it lined up where we want it. Alright, you have to see, as you see, I did some body work right here on the back of the cab. I wasn't happy with the dents that came out after I painted it, and I'm going to go ahead and mask off this section in there, and this too. I'm going to texture it and then put some more base and stuff on top, and just give you guys a look at the way it's stained. Here's the tailgate we did. We did all that setup that the customer requested. Put a new strap and stuff. As you can see, we just bolted into the side of the bed here and installed this brace right here. It was we actually cut this whole piece out right there and welded onto this inner structure, so it comes from all the way back here. It makes it really strong. There's the other side also. You guys can see it stayed pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and texture and texturize that side also before, now that I paint all this bed. But here's where I started masking off. I'm going to do a blend right here on the top with the clear, after I, blend out my base and stuff. We got all the jam ready. It was already painted once, but like I said before, some other dude put the pop doors for this guy and brought it back to us, so we had to rework all that stuff. I'm also going to blend right here in the middle of the door instead of going all the way, and probably show you that step here in a little bit. So let the masking begin. Alright, giving another look, final look at this car we did, the rear bumper repair on. There it is. We're just giving it a wash, like I said, and this guy's going to be here around 2 o'clock to pick it up. Perfect match right there. Looks good. On another note, I also painted this 62. Finally, I painted it last night. It was done by about 8:30. You can see how nice and straight it came out after we did the body work. Like I mentioned before, we got to do this section right here. I'm going to add some Cadillac lights right there. So that shouldn't be too much of a big deal. The main thing right now is that it's painted, and I can, color sign and buff all this stuff later on, but it really doesn't even need a buff, man. It looks real nice. Here's where I did my blend. It's a little dry right here, but I mean with some compound and with the buffer, that'll polish right out. Same as right here too. It's a little dry, but just a little buff there. The doors came out real nice. Got a nice gloss to them. You could install those hinges now and get these doors functioning again. Those are the pop doors with the remote. But you can see it's all clear coated up in here, all right there. Looks real good. I ended up texturing the inside of the bed. As you can see, looks a lot better than it did, because it was really roughed up, and I wanted to make it look a little better. So there's the texture inside. So that's what I was talking about, like just kind of a little rough. So now it's gonna have like a mixture of clear coated parts in there, like the strips are all clear coated, the wheel wells are all clear coated real nice. It's gonna have just those 4 patches right there of like texture coating. It came out good. Check it out. Nice gloss on it, man. I ended up putting just 3 coats of clear on it. Now you don't see nothing back here, none of those dents or nothing right here. They're all gone. So I'm going. You see my hand in it. That's what you want, a reflection. And just something that I'm using now. The weather's a little cooler. What are we in now? November. And I use a medium hardener for the clear, and it lets it flow a little better. Obviously in the summer I use the slow, but now I use the medium, and it's kind of, you gotta just have your gun position and adjust it right in order not to run it. I always go with about 35 pounds of pressure and about a half trigger of material, and it usually doesn't run on me. Well, what's up, everybody? Let me lower this radio a little bit. Right, we're in the 6.2 again. Well, still, I got it taped off. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the caddy lights. What I really want to do first is, cut all this out right here and replace it with a flat piece of steel, and eliminate all this piece, and just start welding it in, and then I'll cut the long strip after that. Alright, I did quite a bit of work from the last video to now. I ended up cutting a lot of this inner structure out, from the inside, in order to have room for the depth of this light here. It's kind of deep, so it goes in there, you know. And then this piece that was left in there, I had to hit it over because it kept hitting. The light kept hitting on there, on that high spot right there. So what I ended up doing was cutting out this whole section right here, and then cutting out that light. So there was two pieces that came out, and it was one big cut right here. And then that's when I cut all that other stuff out, and then welded this bottom piece back on, and then found a new piece of steel and did the top part. And then I pulled out the steel a little bit because if you look, this has like a little curve to it. You know, it's not flat, so it's actually going to come out a little bit, kind of mimic, you know, like the 64, I guess, like, you know, just for an example, that has that rounded off front and rear quarter panel there. So it's just going to be topped off here in the center, and it's going to taper into, you know, to the original body. But the next step now is to mount the light, and the simplest way I could figure out how to do this is in between these two screws right there. Let's see if you can see it. About right here somewhere, I'm going to drill a hole, and then I have access for a screw to come in from the back side this way, and I'm going to go cut this piece, cut out a square here so I can use this nut here, and end up putting it there on the light. You know, once it's cut off, I'm going to fiberglass the ends, that way it'll stay on, and when I come from the back side with the screw, I'll just screw right into it, and that'll pull the light, you know, and sandwich it together, and it'll be mounted on, you know, and that's probably going to be the simplest way to do it, you know. So it looks pretty good. It's coming out good, and frame, you know, fits on there real nice and tight, you know. I'm going to go ahead and do some of this other stuff, and then show you how it comes out. Right, putting probably the last coat of Bondo, and I'm hitting it with 36 still, just to get everything all smooth out. Still got to clean out this edge and stuff. I kind of left that dip, you know what I mean, and that contour all the way around, so it looks like it just comes out, you know, real custom. This side too, coming out real good. I went ahead and filled in that line again with some more mud. I'm going to go ahead and get that round block that I use and sand all this Bondo down and see if I can get a primer today. While I'm also doing this motorcycle, put a layer of mud on the fender, put some mud up there, welded the tabs for the seat, and that center bar where they fucking grounded it off, screwed it up. Alright, that's the last coat of Bondo I put. I hit it with 80 grit. I'm going to go ahead and do all the feather edging on it and get some masking paper on it. You know, take off all this tape right here and put new tape. But I'm going to feather edge it like I said, and then throw a coat of primer on it. That side's done. This side's done. Here it has like a little body line. It looks like it comes all the way, but it connects. The same with that side. There's a little hump at the bottom. It's real nice and subtle.